If you've taken multiple quizzes in the past, such as a StrengthsFinder quiz or a Myers Briggs personality test, and you're wondering, what quiz should I pay attention to? Which is the best one that will give me the results that are really important? This video is for you. I'm Sylvie McCracken from sylviemccracken.com and the creator of Create Passive Income with eBooks. And today I want to talk to you about my favorite quiz. It's a quiz that I came across a few months ago, actually, probably less than a year ago, and it's fascinating, pun intended, because it's called the Fascination Advantage, and you'll find the link to it below. But basically, the difference between this quiz and other quizzes is, according to the creator, who is Sally Hogshead, is that this quiz really tells you how others see you, as opposed to how you see the world. So this is how the world sees you. And so she works with primary advantages, secondary advantages, and dormant advantages. And so your quiz results will tell you those three. And I've found it really, really helpful, not only just for myself, just in figuring out, okay, well, that makes sense. This is why these types of tasks really are exhausting for me. And this is why, perhaps, like, for example, my primary advantage is prestige. And that basically means that I love quality above all else, right? So I love things that are really, really high quality. I like to do things in a great sort of, what is the word? Not detailed. The word I'm looking for is not detailed, but just, polished, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So polished, in a polished way. And then my secondary advantage is mystique, which means that I'm a little bit more reserved and, for insiders only, which is totally true. Both of those things were really kind of eye-opening to see on paper because it made a lot of sense. And my dormant advantage is alert, which is attention to detail. And so how to use this in context, right? So for me, a big eye-opener in this case is that, since my dormant is alert and, I don't really enjoy the details of getting things done, I'm much more of a big picture person. It has helped me with team building because it makes me realize I need to find team members that are, very attentive to details. And luckily I do have one of those, one of my assistants is very attentive to details, and it's essential for my team, because if we all had alert as a dormant, that would be a disaster. So when I had my team take this quiz, it was also really, really helpful in, how I delegate to each one of them, because one of them, for example, doesn't really like to focus on the tiny tasks. She is more of a visionary, and she's creative and likes to come up with her own ideas. So that allows me to kind of give her that space to do that, and then, hand off the details to another team member. Or, I have another team member who has mystique as a primary, which makes so much sense, and it's something that you can look at and be like, okay, let me stop trying to, have people work in areas that are not really their zone of genius, or using skill sets that, aren't their primary skill sets. And luckily, when you have multiple people on your team, you can just pull from different types of, I guess, personalities, we could call it. And these different advantages can come together and really make a very cohesive team where we can, hopefully have an array of different advantages and different dormants so that we're not all clones. And when you go to hire people, one of the most important things is to not hire more of you, not hire more of the same. So you wouldn't want to hire someone that has the same primary advantage as you or the same dormant advantage as you, because that would really, leave you with a gaping hole in your team. So I hope this has helped. If you want to take the quiz yourself, it is not a free quiz, unfortunately, but I've found it so helpful that I've paid for every single one of my team members to take it as well. And I would highly suggest that you take it. The link to it is below, and I would love to hear from you in the comments after you take the quiz. Which is your primary advantage? Did it make sense to you? What ahas have come from it? Leave me a comment below, and I will see you there.